1997 will be about the story of these Africans aboard the Amistad. Amistad is a 1997 historical drama film directed by Steven Spielberg, based on the true story of an uprising in 1839 by newly captured African slaves that took place aboard the ship La Amistad off the coast of Cuba. The story of the Amistad began in January 1839, when hundreds of Native Africans were captured from near Syria and sold into the Spanish slave trade. The captives endured brutality, sickness, and death during a horrific journey to the Spanish colony at Havana, Cuba, on the notorious Portuguese slave ship called Terra Cora. Upon arrival in Cuba, the Africans sold at auction to Don Jose Ruz and Don Pedro Montez, and transported to plantations on another part of the island aboard the cargo schooner La Amistad, which ironically means friendship in Spanish. Desperate, the Africans staged a revolt 3 days into the journey and seized control of the vessel, killing the captain and the cook. 2 other members of the crew dove into the sea. Montez and Ruz were ordered to sail east towards the rising sun, toward their homeland, Africa. During the night, the Spaniards would secretly change course, attempting to sail back to Cuba or to the southern coast of the United States. After more than 2 months at sea, the beleaguered Amistad finally arrived at Long Island, New York, where the vessel and its African cargo were seized by the Federal Survey brig Washington. On August 29, 1839, the Amistad was towed to New London, Connecticut, where the African legal struggle for freedom was waged in a lengthy battle which ultimately involved the former President of the United States, John Quincy Adams. At the end of 1841, after a 2-year-long legal battle that escalated finally to the U.S. Supreme Court, the 35 survivors of the Amistad and 5 American missionaries sailed for Sierra Leone. They established the colony and encouraged educational and political reform, eventually leading to independence of Sierra Leone from Great Britain. The Amistad case unified and advanced the abolitionist movement in the United States. Civil libertarians increasingly used the judicial system to press their causes, inflaming political passions throughout the country and laying the groundwork for the abolition of slavery and the modern civil rights movement in America.